wanting to have hugs and wanting to have kisses and wanting to be tucked in bed at night and all those special things you do, with your parents when you're a child.
These are the things Lakeisha Christian missed most after her parents divorced and her father moved out when she was 8.
I started really wanting those things and actually kind of craving those things in a way. I was looking for someone to say, "You're pretty." I was looking for someone to say, "You're amazing." I was looking for those words that made me feel like I mattered.
Lakeisha grew up and once a teenager turned to boys and sex for the answer.
It was fulfilling and satisfying me for a moment. And if I could just feel this all the time, I'll be okay. They love me. They love me. And they want me. They need me. And I need them. So I became very needy and I started to attach myself to them. It was a void within me where I would actually cry every single night. What is wrong with me?
At 17, she got pregnant. She was scared, but kept the baby and moved in with the father.
I thought, this means I'm finally going to be happy. I'll have a baby that loves me. I'll love this child. And me and the father will make this perfect life together. And I'll be fixed. Everything will be okay.
The man became unstable and Lakeisha left. Her next boyfriend soon became abusive and controlling.
And it didn't start off abusive. It started off with him loving me and charming me and buying me gifts and loving my child, my firstborn.
But Lakeisha stayed, unable to tell the difference between abuse and love.
It became love in a way. If he's hitting me, he has to love me. What is it? Is he jealous? Oh gosh, maybe I did do something to make him feel that way and he just doesn't want to lose me.
The relationship finally ended, but Lakeisha would continue jumping in and out of abusive relationships another 10 years, having 3 more children along the way.
My self-esteem is so low. My confidence is shot. I remember looking in the mirror, what is wrong with you?
One day after another brutal beating, Lakeisha took her children to a home daycare run by Pam Fisher.
And then when she took the glasses off, there was bruises. At that time, I'm sorry, that's when you know that she needs the love of Christ more than ever, because she had a hard night that night before.
She would say, you know Jesus loves you? Do you know God cares for you? Do you know you're special? Do you know you're beautiful?
But the words didn't start sinking in until Lakeisha's abuser followed her to Pam's home.
He comes in, she gets right in the middle of us because she sees fire is breathing from this man.
And I told him, no, you're not doing this here. You have to go.
I'm thinking, no, he's about to kill this woman and then he's gonna kill me. I saw his fist clench up. She planted her feet and she said, you leave my house now. And he stood there for a moment, but then he backed up and then he went out the door. I think at that moment, I was like, wow, what kind of power did this woman just have? So I'm like, God, it has to be you. I started believing that I was worthy, that I was special, that someone would love me.
Lakeisha left her boyfriend and tried to forge a new life. But she still couldn't break the cycle and again ended up with an abusive man. He took it to another level when he put a gun to her head and threatened to kill her and himself.
I really think God had put his arms around me at that time. I said to him, God, I need you to help me. I need you to help me because I'm scared. I knocked on the door. And it was our landlord. And he said, I need you guys out. We think that there is a gas line somewhere leaking.
Finally, Lakeisha had the courage to take her children and leave.
I remember that night thanking God, you saved me. As much as I've been unfaithful to you, and you're still standing there with your arms wide open.
In the coming days and weeks, Lakeisha began to understand what Pam had been saying about God's love for her.
You love me. Me. All this ugly stuff in me, with these men and that man and fornicating and children out of wedlock. You still love me. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that he still was there for me. And I remember telling him, God, just use me, forgive the sins that I've committed, God, save me.
Lakeisha started living her life for Christ and now sees someone very different in the mirror.
I see God through me today. I see his image in me today.
Along with her husband, Antonio, Lakeisha is raising her 5 children. She also helps victims of abuse through a nonprofit called Free. Like Pam, she tells them in God's eyes they're special and worthy of his love.
And I'm telling you, it is so much love to someone who thought she didn't deserve anything, to someone who thought that I won't be anybody. I'm not gonna be anything. He did all of that for me.